Hello, everyone in Hilliard, Ohio, here at Leapin' Lizard, and everyone in the virtual world. Welcome back to Phygital Nights. And more specifically, we're going to start how we normally start with Bad Breaks with Buster Chestnut, but I need to run the intro for that. But welcome, everybody. Please, abide by the rules that were, spoken earlier. And fair warning, I did not secure a podcast guest this week, but next week we have something special planned. So stay tuned for next week's Bad Breaks with Buster Chestnut. And in the meantime, bear with me for this week's Bad Breaks with Buster Chestnut, which is episode 24. Let me hit that intro.
Bad Breaks with Buster Chestnut.
Aaron. Well, that was funny. Anyway, welcome back, everybody, to episode 24 of Bad Breaks with Buster Chestnut. He is I, and I am him, the hostess with the mostest. All right, before we get into the madness of this week, I want to give a massive shout out to our executive producer, patron of the arts, Steve Merrick, who has his own table over here where we house the open mic sign-up list. If you want to become a patron of the arts, please contact us at baileydigitalmedia@gmail.com, and we will definitely listen to any and all potential sponsors. I'm going to not guarantee I'm going to accept. I mean, I do have morals, and whatever. But anyway, Steve, we couldn't do this without you, and we couldn't do this segment without Buster Chestnut cards. That's a shameless plug for my company. But I do sell sports cards, which today I brought a lot of my baseball. I brought some TCG, Pokemon, Bo Jackson Battle Arena. I got some, yeah. I got a really expensive card in there, and I'm going to check your pockets later, just in case. I didn't bring any Sylvie Cunninghams today. I was trying to play the seasons, but whatever. All right. Getting through there, whatever. Yeah, we don't need that. Usually I kick off things, talking about bad breaks in sports world, but the missed calls, the bad beats, the injuries. But today I need to talk about the roller coaster of the last, 2 weeks has been, because my life has just handed me the ultimate bad break in scheduling. For those that don't know, this original lineup was supposed to perform 2 weeks ago, but I had to cancel the day of for, a little emergency situation. But we'll get into that here in a few minutes. I have zero impulse control. None. My wife and I just had the baby, premature, 32 weeks. My sperm basically yelled, "We'll fix it in post," and just bailed. 32 weeks and 4 days. You don't get that specific with times unless you're tracking a late UPS package, which basically says, where he's at right now. He's on back order. People keep texting me, "How you holding up, Buster?" I'm trapped in a mental prison of my own design. Having a baby is like buying a boat, but that boat screams. It ruins your wife's body, and you can't sell it to your buddy Craig when you get tired of it. Yeah, he's been in the NICU for 10 days. I've had hangovers that have lasted longer than 10 days. But, like the hospital language alone has been driving me crazy. Gestational age. It sounds like a cheese metric. Oh, he's a sharp 32 weeker. He pairs nicely with a nice Merlot. He's 10 days old. He doesn't need a vintage. He needs lung capacity. Come on. Yeah, and the NICU itself, it kind of, it looks like a high stakes bakery. They keep them in these incubators, which is essentially, a rotisserie for a human that isn't done yet. He's a little pink. Leave him in there for about 8 more weeks. Let him crust up a little bit. But they call him premature, which, I feel like is a fucked up medical term. I'm a 43-year-old man doing stand-up comedy at, 8:30, on a Tuesday. I'm premature. This kid just wanted to beat the holiday rush. Oh, my God. And the machines. Beep. Beep. It's like a $100,000 iPad constantly telling my kid that he forgot how to breathe for 2 seconds. Laugh. I'm laughing. You're allowed to laugh. You're allowed to laugh. No, you're allowed to laugh. Because my kid, he forgets to breathe for 2 seconds. Breathe, man. I figured out taxes. You can figure out oxygen, man. It's literally everywhere. Just open your mouth. But he's a fighter, 4 pounds of pure, unfiltered rage with a thick head of black hair. He looks like a tiny, furious Joe Pesci who just got denied a bank loan. Well, more like, a cross between Joe Pesci and Baby Mario from Mario Kart. Just gripping that invisible steering wheel, waiting to throw a green turtle shell at the nurse. Or, a big clump of poop, which, has happened quite a bit. But I get why he's mad. This little dude signed up lease for 40 weeks in the womb. He got illegally evicted at 32. Landlord fucking dumped his stuff on the lawn. No notice. Just boom, bright lights. Welcome to Earth. Here's a feeding tube. It's terrifying and completely out of my control, which for a guy with zero impulse control is probably exactly what I needed. All right. So, talking about zero impulse control and bad breaks, I looked up some athletes that have had, some similar stress. So like some examples came to mind. All right. Who remembers J.R. Smith in game 1 of the 2018 NBA Finals? Ivan, what happened during that? He thought they were up, and they were not. And LeBron James was pissed off. Yeah, that's where the meme comes from. But yeah, another one. Does anybody remember Gus Frerotte? Gus Frerotte, he was a quarterback for the Washington football team. I believe it was still the Redskins at that time. But anyway, this guy, he threw a touchdown pass. He got so fired up and consumed by impulse that he decided it was a good idea to headbutt the padded concrete wall in the end zone. Sprains his neck and he had to leave. I mean, come on, dude. Like, how do you injure yourself after you threw the touchdown pass? And then there's Usain Bolt, all right? 2008 Beijing Olympics. This dude was training forever and ever. But, he didn't like the food in China. So he ended up eating an estimated 4,200 calories in just McDonald's chicken nuggets every single day. He steps onto the track entirely filled with that pink slime and that sweet and sour sauce. He leaves his shirt untucked and his shoelace was untied. And he still broke the world record. Imagine training your entire life, eating kale, doing ice baths, and you lose to a guy with an untied shoe who smells like a Happy Meal. All right. So since I was unable to secure a guest this week, I'm just going to ask, a couple questions to the audience, maybe to the people in the chat, if anybody's actually still watching. So, I'm going to ask a question. If anybody wants to respond, we can banter. If not, leave a comment in the chat. All right. So, what's a bad break in your life that's actually turned out to be a massive blessing in disguise? Anyone? A break that you've been given that was actually, like a blessing, like something where like you couldn't perform somewhere and like ended up picking up a shift somewhere and making $10,000, or I don't know. I mean, that feels like a stretch for Minnesota. I will give you that, stranger in the audience here. All right. So the next question: if you could throw a red challenge flag, like in the NFL, to reverse one bad break in sports history, what are you overturning? Marshawn Lynch, run the fucking ball. I agree with Mr. Ivan in the back. Cheers to you, brother. 1,000%. Did you see that they like? You saw that Russell Wilson and Marshawn Lynch like met up later on, like at something where they were both covering something and ran a running play, just on principle. All right, so who was on the Mount Rushmore of athletes whose career was derailed by just one awful bad break? Mike Tyson? I will agree with that. Kobe still maintained his legacy. He came back from that, I think. I feel like Diane may have had something to do with that, but yeah, by the way, Kobe's number 2 on my list. Number 2. I mean, I was born in the 80s. You know who number 1 is. All right. Next question. Hopefully people are answering in the comments. If not, please do. If you're watching this later, chat in the comments. I love the interaction, engagement. All right. So, all right. This one I'm going to answer. What's the absolute worst bad break you've ever had on a card rip? I'm just going to go out on a limb and say this value box of NBA hoops. We'll see when I get there. All right. All right. If you had to personally endure one famous sports blunder on live TV, think like the Mark Sanchez butt fumble or J.R. Smith, forgetting the score. Which one hurts your ego the least? I feel like not knowing the score hurts your ego the least. I mean, butt fumble is its own fucking hilarity, All right. So one more of these pop-up questions, and then, we'll have a little fun. So, as I said, my son got illegally evicted at 32 weeks. He got evicted with zero notice right now. What's the single item you would grab before they toss your stuff out on the lawn? All right, from the audience, we got my dog. Anybody else? We have some guns, claiming not in the bar, obviously, but that was what was said. Hopefully somebody would grab their children. I mean, I would just satin. I would grab our children. Just letting you know. I mean, I got everything in the cloud, man. I'm good. All right. So look, the only way I'm staying sane right now between the hospital visits and the lack of sleep is ripping some wax. But medical bills are no joke. So we're keeping it kind of budget friendly tonight. hey, if you can't fix it, if you need to fix it to distract yourself, remember, Buster Chestnut Cards has your back. So today, I have already pre-opened to save a little bit of time because I know that I annoy people with my card rips, but that's what helps produce this night. So we got to deal with it. So I'm opening a value box, which is about 35 bucks of Topps NBA Hoops basketball this year. It's 2025-26. Hoops is a weird product because it's actually owned by the NBA. So the license follows it. So it can go from different brands. Last season it was Panini. Years back it was Skybox and Fleer. But those are not really brands anymore. But anyway, this is a perfect set to see those high gloss, those rainbow foils, and the new draft class from last year in their pro unis. So basically we're looking for Cooper Flags, Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey, and Con Knuppel. Looking for green hoops parallels. Some inserts like Hardwired, The Buzz, Net to Net, and Jam Packed. Plus, there's a chance at randomly inserted resale autographs, which would be cool, including Hoops rookie first signs, Hoops hyper signatures, and Hoops 1989 signatures, which is honestly what I'm looking for. Those are cool, but we're also looking for case hits, which are block by block. And what I've been searching for, the boom shakalakas, because it reminds me of NBA Jam, and who didn't like NBA Jam? All right, so the odds of hitting those are about 1 in 280 packs. I have 7 packs that I have pre-opened over here, so that's horrible fucking odds. But if we pull one of those, that'd be sweet. And to answer your question, yes, there are some absolute big one-of-one cards left to pull in the retail product. There is a true one-of-one base light burst platinum parallel. It's fucking confusing as shit. But anyway, that would provide great value for a $35 value box. Has major upside for the price of a decent lunch. All right. And I'm going to flip through these. If I find anything good, I'll put it right here on the stand. Hopefully it's still in frame. Jay, could you do me a favor and just make sure that this card is in frame of like the little screen? All right, we got one of the green, parallel. Yeah. All right, so there's like a small screen. I'm just trying to get so it looks okay, so you can see it on the small screen. Thank you. It's just the little screen. Just nope. It's on this camera. It's a different camera. Just help me out. Just help me out. I mean, are we close? All right, we good? All right, cool. All right, that is good enough for me. All right, so we're gonna go through these. I probably don't know most of these parallels, and all these are shiny. So I don't know. This is something. It's a Zach Eady. It's a little different. I have no idea what that parallel is, but yeah, they're all holofoiled and shiny rainbow. Yeah, Ja Morant. He just got traded recently, I think. Blazers, all right, yep. Got you. Yeah, nobody got some inserts. Draymond Green, yeah, that falls on the floor. I don't give a shit. We got a Kyrie Irving on the All-Star, which all right, did he sign yet, by the way? He did? No, I heard Cleveland was making a push. Kyle Lowry, which just fucking retired. Donovan Mitchell. Speaking of that. All right, and I must admit, I did see this card a little earlier and got a little excited. A hardwired Cooper Flag. And that's a pretty insert of a top rookie. So I don't hate that one. All right. Tyrese Proctor, Derek White, don't know you. Jason Tatum on the All-Star. We'll set that aside. Maybe Jason Tatum's fans. All right. No, Ivan Miller's. No, no, no. He did not make it pro. All right, Julius Randle. I have no idea who that is. All right, nope, 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 nope. It's so hard when the lighting. All right, there we go. Mikal Bridges. Yeah, no. Jokic. Jokic. Yeah, we don't need to post that one up. VJ Edgecombe. Not a bad rookie. I mean, I said VJ Edgecombe, not BJ Edgen. I don't know what you heard. Paul George. All right. Green. I don't know who that is. Hey, we got one of our top rookies. We got a con. Hey, no, in a couple minutes. In a couple minutes. We're almost there. All right. Yeah. Can't read that. Drew Holiday. Hey, we got a Victor Wembanyama. Hey. He sells good in, sports cards, so whatever. All right. We have a parallel. Oh, we have a numbered parallel. Yang Hansen. Oh, I think he's one of the Hansen brothers. But it's numbered and it's a color match. He's not a Hansen brother at all. If you look at the video, you'll definitely see that it's not one of the Hansen brothers. All right. Igor Demon, another Jason Tatum, Deshaun Tate, and another Kyrie Irving. No autographs. And that is the definition of a bad break in sports card. I know. I'm gonna check. The lighting's bad. Maybe I missed a parallel. I don't know. All right. I will take a medium break there. And I did get the color match on the rookie. I have no idea who this dude is, but hopefully he's good. All right. So we're gonna wind down. That is it for episode 24. Once again, a massive thank you to Steve Merrick. Let's take a break and do a cheers for Steve. Everybody, get a drink, tip your bartenders, and on the count of 3, we're going to yell Steve. So 1, 2, 3, Steve! You have no idea the massive crowd noise that just happened. I need to get, crowd mics, but who knows? Maybe next week. And you are my boy, Steve. Also, big shout out to my wife, Satin, for holding it down at the fort and being the literal superhero this week. Of course, shout out to the little dude at the NICU, currently plotting his revenge against the nursing staff and probably myself. Keep your shoelaces tied. Check the score before you dribble out the clock. And I will see you guys next time on Bad Breaks. Peace.
Bad Breaks with Buster Chestnut.
All right. We're going to keep things going. I need to clean up, some cards here in a moment. But, thank you, everybody, for coming back for another edition of Phygital Nights. Are you ready to get the comedy kicked off tonight? All right. Well, I need you to be a little louder. So once I clean these up, I'll ask you the same question again. Bring that energy, bring that power. Who's ready to get the comedy started off tonight? All right. Well, let's get loud and give me the absolute everything that you've got for this first comment, because he is about to set the bar for the entire night. This guy is a Columbus powerhouse who is completely blowing up online right now. You've probably already laughed at him on your phones. He is currently sitting at, 100. No, 250,000 followers on TikTok. I checked today. Had to fix my notes because he's been blowing up even more. And literally millions of views on his videos. But tonight, you don't have to watch him from the little screen on your phone. He brings the ridiculous energy, crazy characters, and killer impressions right to the stage. I want you to make some noise. Do not hold back and tear the roof off for your opener, Cameron Steele.
What's up? How y'all doing? Y'all all right? That's what I'm talking about. A little fun fact about me. I used to be a bouncer because I know I'm built like I check IDs at the door. But, I like bouncing at white clubs and white bars as opposed to black bars because I don't know if y'all know this, but like black bars, we got a thing called an MC, and that's the dude that screams all over the song like it's his song. You ever been through that? You ever been to a club where the MC won't shut the fuck up and let the song play? You ever been through that? And the club and he always wants you to make some noise for shit. Be like, if you got more than $20 in your pocket, make some noise. If you came here on a full tank of gas, make some noise. If you found a good parking spot outside, make some noise. And you're like, bro, shut the fuck up, man. And this one gets all the women right here. Well, first of all, he'll start getting petty. Be like, if your jewelry is real, make some noise. If you got on your best friend's leggings right now, make some noise. Make sure you wash them before you bring them back. This one gets all the women right here. If your pussy's clean, make some noise. Oh, a lot of clean pussies back there. All right. But I'll be right back by the DJ booth going, it's some liars in here. It's some liars. Girl in the back dancing like 6 songs straight. She ain't drink no water or nothing. She's lying. She's a liar. That's what she is. One thing I noticed that white people do in the club is that like when a rap song plays from the early 2000s, y'all will look at the nearest black person like this is a bonding moment. Like I've always noticed that. Like don't let it be in the club. That's y'all's favorite one. In the club be playing. White people, oh my God, this is my shit. This is my shit. Rashad's like, yes, I remember that song. Yes. But I love music, though. There's a lot of white people in here. How y'all doing, my Caucasian comrades? How y'all doing, white people? There should be a lot more of y'all screaming, what's up, white people? And it's only 2 of us in here. There's only 2 niggas in here, me and him over there. Hey, bro, blink twice if you need help. You all right, bro? You good? Nah. One thing I love about white people, y'all have the best workout music. Hands down. You like, I work out to rap, but like there's something nothing will pump you up more than an angry white man screaming in your ear. There's something about it, You know who I really like? I like Linkin Park. Y'all fucking with Linkin Park? I love Linkin Park. They're the shit. I become so numb, I can feel you there. It's my shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's very sad that like the lead singer Chester committed suicide. But if you really think about it, they never made happy music. Like all their songs were depressing. Be like, in the end, somewhere I belong. Nobody's listening. Breaking the habit. Scream. I'm like, all right, man. Like, he's been telling us for 20 years, hey, man, this shit's almost over. Like, it's almost over. I love that shit, though. Like, if you really want a good workout, listen to Numb on the treadmill. I bet your ass accidentally runs 97 miles and don't care. You know what other workout song I like? I call them Caucasian classics. You want to know another one of my Caucasian classics? That song, Bring Me to Life by Effervescence. I love that shit. Oh my, that song starts off really creepy, but then it gets lit, To my eyes, you can't just leave me. And I'm like, yo, is this a song? Is this a song or am I going to get possessed? What's going on here? The fuck? Then that song, then the beat drops like, "Brr, brr, 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 open doors." I just start punching the air immediately, just fighting nobody and shit. You know what other band I like? I like 3 Days Grace. Y'all be fucking with 3 Days Grace? I love that song. That song, Never Too Late. Oh my God. Don't shit be wrong with me, but I feel like not giving up. Like, this world will never be what I expected. And if there's something wrong, I would have guessed it. And I have left alone everything that I own to make you feel like it's not too late. It's never too late. Even if I say it'll be all right, still I hear you say you want to end your life. Now and again we try, and it just he mean that shit. He mean it. You know what other song? You know what other band I like? Even though they don't really make music no more. Do y'all remember The Fray? Y'all like The Fray? I love the. Is it me or does the lead singer from The Fray sound like Kermit the Frog? I never knew that everything was falling through, that everyone I knew was waiting on a cue to turn and run when all I needed was the truth. And that's why everyone knows I'm in over my head. Thanks, Bert. I love that shit. But I like white people. Another reason why I like white people, y'all are fearless. White people are fearless. White people don't give a fuck. White people, y'all are the only race on the planet that can look death dead in the face and go, I'll be all right. That's why y'all are always dying in ridiculous ways, like getting mauled to death by tigers and falling inside of erupting volcanoes. Like, Connor, how'd you get up there? How did you get up there, Connor? Yes, that's what I'm saying. White people, y'all fucking drown trying to find the Titanic. Do you realize how ridiculous that is? White people spent $500,000 a piece to die trying to find another contraption other white people died in. Do you realize that? That's why white people only y'all got movies like Indiana Jones and shit and The Mummy. Black people ain't doing that shit. Black people would have went through one trap. Fuck that. Let's go home. Nope. The wall. Fuck that. The fucking wall tried to shoot me in the face. I'm going home. Fuck you. White people, y'all go tanning knowing damn well the sun don't like you. Y'all don't care. The sun is a blob of radiation that gives you cancer. Y'all don't give a fuck. Just baptize yourself in sunscreen and think to yourselves, I'll be all right. White people, y'all created a profession in which y'all can get in your car and drive straight into a natural disaster. It's called being a storm chaser. You know what I'm saying? Like the tornado be right up the street. White people be like, let's investigate. Investigate what, Connor? Our neighborhood is in the air. There's still something we can learn. Go ahead, Connor. I don't got time for this shit. I'm going to live. I'm going to evacuate. That's what I'm going to do, Connor. What else is there? Did y'all see the Michael Jackson movie? Did y'all see that movie? I did. That's the highest grossing box office movie, the highest grossing box office biopic of all time, $1 billion. Michael in his grave still breaking records. Ain't that about a bitch? That is crazy. You know, but Joe Jackson had me stressed out all throughout that fucking movie. You know, we all know Joe was a piece of shit, but that movie like overly amplified the fact that he's a piece of shit. Every 10 minutes, Micah. Come here, Micah. At one point, Michael Jackson was lit on fire, like literally on fire, trying to shoot a commercial, and Joe couldn't even give him a break then. But like, Micah, come here, Micah. He was in the hospital talking to the doctor, talking about, so you said Michael's on fire, right? He's on fire. Like, how on fire is he? Is he well done? Is he medium rare? Is he all the way cooked? Like, can he make me more money is what I'm trying to say. Like, you know. And here's a fun fact about Michael Jackson. Did y'all know Michael Jackson was trying to be an actor? Did you know that? After the Bad album and the Bad World Tour, that was supposed to be his last album. He wanted to retire and start a movie career. In fact, Michael Jackson was in the running to play Edward Scissorhands. Did you know that? And yeah, I didn't know that either. I feel like Michael would have been perfect for that shit. Like, that would have been awesome. You know, because if Michael were to be an actor, he would have to be something weird. You know what I'm saying? Like he'd have to be like a Johnny Depp type in the sense that everything he plays is something weird. You know what I'm saying? Like the first nigga to lay eggs or some shit like that, you know, or like or Michael Jackson, the first Negro to lay eggs. Or like a transvestite serial killer or something like that. Something weird that you don't expect, you know? Right. You know, like, because I can't see Michael Jackson just playing like a regular person. I just can't see it. Like, can you imagine like Michael Jackson being a regular doctor on like a daytime soap opera and shit? I'm like, Michael, like Dr. Jackson, we need you. Be like, nurse. Oh! Nurse, we have to get this man to surgery right now. Right now. Right now. Oh! If we don't get him to surgery, he's going to die. Now give me the scalpel. Shimon, give me the scalpel. Shimon, Shimon. And you know the nurse is nervous because it's Michael Jackson. So she's going to give him the wrong instrument. Be like, this ain't a scalpel. Bitch, you're doing wrong. You're doing wrong. Or if Michael Jackson was in Training Day, that'd be hilarious. Like at the ending scene, be like, oh, you motherfuckers, okay. You think you could do this shit? Jay! You think you could do this to me? You motherfuckers know I'm bad. I'm bad. Fuck niggas, you know I'm bad. Prince ain't got shit on me. I'm gonna get out of here on this note. I think Michael Jackson should have cursed more in his music. I think Michael Jackson album should have had parental advisory stickers on them. I feel like that would have made shit a whole lot better. Can you imagine Michael cursing in his music? Be like, all I want to say is that they don't give a fuck about us. You know, like you've been hit by, you got fucked up by a smooth criminal. Motherfuckers want to be starting something. Bitch, nigga starting something. And if they ask why? To the motherfuckers, human nature, why? Them niggas do me like that. Billie Jean is not my bitch. Oh, she's just a crazy hoe that claims that I am the one. Hee hee. But that little nigga ain't my son. Nigga, no. All right, my name is Cameron Steele. Thank you guys so much.
All right. Give an additional hand for Cameron Steele. And big props for hitting that 250,000 followers, man. That is a true accomplishment. All right. So are we having a good time yet? All right. At least 2 people are having a good time. Thank you for participating. I love it. I was giggling over here in the production chair. I apologize for the stupid comments that I was making. But anyway, let's keep that exact energy going because our feature act tonight is about to keep that train a-rolling, and he's absolutely hilarious. He's, performed here before. He is a man of many talents. He's balancing a wild life of being a single dad and working as a stylist, which means he's pretty much the only guy in Columbus who can give you a flawless fade, fix your life, and then ground you for not cleaning your room, all in the exact same breath. He's one of the funniest guys around. Make sure to pull out your phones and follow him on Instagram at jterrycomedy. Do not hold back, Hilliard. Put your hands together, make some noise, and give it up for your featured act, J. Terry.
Keep it going for Buster Chestnut, maybe? Huh? Maybe a half a clap, huh? Nothing. Cool. What about for Cameron, who just came off? And what about for his love for white culture, huh? Dude, that's not bullshit, man. I experienced some white culture too. I was tanning myself, man. Now I'm peeling and I look like a fucking reptile who's addicted to cocaine. You're like, okay, cool. I'm glad that we could do this in the darkest portion of the bar. That's super fun. The loudest microphone and just in the fucking shadows. This is super fun. That's super cool. No, it's fine. I'm glad we're doing it in a bar in general. I quit drinking 3 times a day. But hey, I'm Jay. I shaved my face recently. I thought I'd look more like Superman, but mix that with my daughter's dress and me, and I look like Tom Hardy if he was a closeted youth pastor. Turn up. Fuck yeah, dude. All right. Well, I am a single dad. That's super fun, I guess. I've loved every second of that. 3 inches go in, 19 inches come out. Know how that is. Awesome, dude. There's 4 people in the bar now. 2 of them listening to comedy. Fuck yeah, bro. That's awesome. Sick. Fuck yeah. I'm glad I'm behind the pool table in the dark. Anyways, no, I am. I've been a single dad now for 11 years. I've been pretty terrible at it since the beginning. Any of you guys parents? I don't know, just a couple of you're a parent too. Bold Buster Chestnut's a parent now. Are you a bad parent, or you feel like you're doing all right at this shit? Mediocre. All right. Well, at least you're honest. My dog. Okay. I've been shitty at this from the beginning, dude. My youngest was born in 3 minutes. I was like, this is supposed to be the best moment of my life. The nurse is walking out of the room. She turns around and looks at me, and she's just like, she came quick, like her daddy. Yeah, bro, that's how my ex-wife reacted too, right? Funniest shit this woman's ever heard in her life. Looking at me. 3 minutes is a new record, huh? Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. That was awesome. She was laughing at me so much, I almost came again out of habit. Cool. Fuck yeah, dude. I don't know. I feel like I've been bad at this shit from the beginning. Kids are always asking you crazy questions. I do a bad job at that. They're like, why is the sky blue? Why is that boy dressed like a girl? Why do you smell like pine cones and have red eyes when you come out of the garage? My daughter asked me the other day. She's just like, what do I do if I get stopped by a police officer? I'm like, dude, just give your ID. She's like, I get nervous and I drop shit, drop stuff. I'm like, hold it with 2 hands. I don't know why this is a thing. She looks at me and my daughter goes, should I do it like this? Some inadvertently teach my children to get shot by police. But I just feel like at the end of the day, you just got to set the bar a little lower when you do shit. You know what I'm saying? I set it kind of low. At the end of the day, I feel really good when I'm like, still a better dad than Chris Benoit. Is it still too soon? Yeah. 26 years. Is that how long it's been? Oh, man, I gotta quit drinking. Fun. So this is a place, huh? Hilliard? I drove through a cool little spot of Columbus called Hilltop on the way here. That's super fun, huh? What fucking high society is that, eh? Everybody's on the corners doing the little TikTok dances. What do they call that? The fentanyl flop? Just fucking... That or they look like this dude after he doesn't touch his beard for the next month, just fucking screaming at you. Super hot, dude. That's what I'm going to look like in a month. Yeah, this is fun. I stopped at the Chipotle on the way here. The Hilliard Chipotle is like the rest of them. That fucking sucks. That's a whole experience. People are just racing you to the door. Where the fuck is Chipotle going? They gave like 120,000 people salmonella, and we welcomed them back with open arms. P. Diddy's going to get out of prison and be like, Chipotle, how the fuck do I come back from this? Then you got to, I don't know, I was in line behind the one person who doesn't know how to order at Chipotle. Who the fuck doesn't know how to order at Chipotle? It's rice and beans, a Mexican flavored meat, and slide down the line. I don't know. You walk through like the Princess of Portions. They're stingy. He's got a neck tattoo and he looks 17. And then you get bland Chipotle. It's been sitting a while. Feels unseasoned. An unseasoned Chipotle is like hooking up with an OnlyFans model. It looks great. But then your stomach hurts, you're a little sore, and your ass hurts because you couldn't handle the extra meat. Drop the gay bomb on you on that one, boy. A Queerashima, if you will. Fuck yeah. This is fun. Let's get to know you fuckers, because this is fun. So what's up with, are you guys, I saw this chick back here. You were standing with this dude. You guys, what's up with you two? Are you guys single? You're just flirting? Yeah. Your dad saw her naked twice? Oh, dude, where'd they meet? That's awesome. Was it on Facebook or like where do you find this? Surgery. Oh, well, that sounds like a whole thing. Yeah. Right on. Okay. Well, now that he's put all of your business out there, what's up with you, gal? You single? What is it? Are you? That's your future ex-husband. Is he your current husband? Oh, well. What do you think? Sorry. All right. I don't know, dude. Whatever. I'll make a play at anything at this point. They say you can't find a wife on Tinder, but I see people's wives on there all the time. I don't know. I've been single, dude. Before you guys thought I was going to the bathroom, before I came up here, I've been single so long, I was licking the toilet to remember what it's like to eat ass. Dude, golly, I don't feel like I'm asking for a lot. You know what I mean? Maybe a girl who's nice to me, who's classy, and hasn't been banged more than Stevie Wonder's big toe. Right after you think about that one, it's not that bad. All right, yeah. Dude, I don't know. I don't, man. I don't know. And they're all tough these days. Even the bartender with the big titties, dude. Like they're tough. They're mean. I eat carnivore. I do jujitsu. And I'm like, dude, every single one of you cries exactly the same when I cheat on you. All right, bro. I'm going to take a note on this. Moderate laughter on the cheating joke. Sick. I don't know. Dating's been sick, dude. It's been super fun. Any of you guys out there dating? You're like, shut the fuck up and get away from the pool table. Dude. Right? Bro, it's a whole fucking thing these days. I don't want no chick with no kids. I don't want any of it, bro. I don't like if it's a chick with like a teenage son, I'm out on that. Well, I don't want to go over there like I got to use the bathroom or something. He's in there beating his meat like it burnt the roast. Or came home with bad grades. I don't know. You know what I mean? Just reverse overhand. You remember when you were a teenager, dude? I'm knocking on the fucking bathroom door. I don't care what you're doing in there. Just turn the fucking shower water off. And we're leaving for Aunt Andrea's funeral in 7 minutes. Maybe. Nope. All right. Fuck yeah, dude. Don't work on that one. God, I love doing comedy for 4 people. This is sick. This turns me on. I am fucking bricked up like a chimney. No, yeah, it's been super sick. I went on a date with a furry. Didn't get any pussy, but there was a moment where she was drooling, and I was like, will you stop that? She was like, I identify as a Saint Bernard. Yeah, it was a whole thing, dude. The worst date I've ever been on. I went to the bathroom. I got high as shit. I come back. She waits for me to pay to tell me she's a lesbian. I'm like, dude, I was all high. I was on cloud 9. Now I'm on Rainbow Road. I was still thinking about whipping out the peanut butter, though. You know what I'm saying? I did end up hooking up with her, though. That was. I don't think my grandfather would have liked that. Yeah. I went back to her house. There's rocks in the windows and shit. It looked like Spirit Halloween. And we end up hooking up. I'm getting in there doing marital things. Sorry, God. And while I'm in there, I look down and she's got a Ouija board tattoo as a tramp stamp. I'd never seen it before. And while we were getting it in a little bit and getting hot and heavy, man, my pinky ring fell off. And for the first time in 3 years, I got to talk to my grandfather. I was like, Grandpa Terry? He was like, I was murdered in the nursing home. Sorry, I was murdered in, I was like, bro, not right now you weren't. You're gonna reach out to me from the other side. You got to do it during the Netflix and not during the chill. Fuck that. Grandpa Terry. Yeah, it's been super fun. I don't know. I've been dating. You know what I mean? All these chicks say the same shit. You know, they're like, oh man, I love his personality. I love this. They love me because I'm like funny. I'm a comedian. You know what I mean? Like, you're so funny. You are so funny. And it's been 6 months. And she's like, you think you're so fucking funny. Everything's a fucking joke to you. You know what I mean? She's just losing her shit. Her name was Kelly. Yeah. I was dating up with Kelly. She was a world-renowned architect. Or I thought she was, the way she could dig up shit from the past. You know what I'm saying? Huh. I took shit from Kelly really negative, though. I don't know. Everything she said felt fucking negative, dude. One time I was naked. She told me I look like a Greek god. Fuck her, bro. Because I knew she was talking about those tiny penises on those statues. All right. Yeah, that was fun. This is good. Oh, how are you guys doing? I'm trying so hard not to just go walking around the room. I don't know. Maybe. All right. It doesn't matter. Whatever. I don't know why half you guys are on your phone. There's no internet here. I have zero service. I don't get it. Oh, maybe there's Wi-Fi because when I connected to it, it feels like you get your Wi-Fi from Wish. Just Temu Wi-Fi. But I get it. I'm scrolling all day too. Look at Larry, dude. He's scrolling right now. I'm scrolling all day, dude. Facebook, TikTok, Pornhub. I'm on there. I got my Grinder and my Pizza Hut app mixed up about 20 minutes ago, so I have no idea what kind of 10-inch vegetarian's on the way right now. What's up, Frank the Mint? Oh, shit. What's up, Miko? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Gay shit, you know. I dropped that Grinder joke, and even the gay dude in the room was looking at me like, dude, what a gross little faggot. That one's not Will Curtis. It's just fun for me. Oh, good grief. Yeah, no, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm scrolling on that shit all day. I got a real big problem with Indeed. I scroll on Indeed all day, dude. Just putting in applications and sit. Stylist, nice. Accountant, nice. Iranian Ayatollah. How'd that open up? And you know what I mean? I'm dropping that shit all day. I drop so many irresponsible applications. On Friday, I have an interview to be a rabbi. Good deal. This is fun. Good thing I quit drinking. This is the gayest thing about me. Recently bought a vape. Like sucking a nicotine dick. Who here likes dark humor, huh? Fuck yeah, dude. Dark humor is like food and water in third world countries. Not everybody gets it. Super fucking fun for those of us who do. Let's do a little round robin. I don't know. We'll finish off this way. I'll throw out, I'll pick on one of you guys. We'll do a number 1 through 10. I have a little bag of fun, dark humor jokes, and we'll just pump them shits off real quick, and I'll dip out and use those to introduce your host. That sound good? Yeah? Cool. All right. 1 through 10. My dog right here. Pick number 3, my lord. That was good, dude. Fuck yeah. All right. Give him a mic. Number 4. Oh, billionaires. Yeah. All right. Dude. All right. So actually, I've been using this. Isn't even part of the joke, but I was just thinking about this. This makes me feel better about the world. Doesn't it feel better to think about like the world if there's like a society of children that are secretly sex trafficking billionaires? Because I feel a lot happier. Sorry. Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's do that joke. Sorry. I don't know. They're billionaires. They're onto some shit. You know what I mean? That they became billionaires somehow. So they must know some shit. I say we take Neverland Ranch, we take Epstein Island, we put them together and create the world's first abusement park. Yes. We'll have all of our favorite games, bro. All of our favorite games from where we can squeal or no squeal. Or are you ready for a 5th grader? Who's ready for the next dark humor joke? Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. All right, let's see. Hey, Sam, give me a number 1 through 10 that isn't apparently 3 on your fingers or 4 through your mouth. Number actual 3. Fuck yeah, dude. All right. Number 3. Oh, that's Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom was recently had a documentary come out again. That was fun. Where he was mentioned in playing in the NBA and with a Kardashian and responsibly smoking crack cocaine. Well, you may find it interesting. He's apparently dating a transgender. No judgment there. Personally, when I see a transgender, that's a lot of use. I could be like, hey, how much could I charge you to haunt a 5-bedroom house? Sorry. All right. So, no, he was dating a transgender or whatever. No judgment there. I just think it's wild that we can't get Lamar Odom off the pipe. But if it keeps him out of trouble, I say peg on. Anyways, dark humor joke number 3. Who's up next? Hey, Larry. This is your headliner, and he is the absolute man, and you're going to get actual laughs from him. Hey, Larry, give me a number, brother. Number 2. Oh, that was about me dating that Jewish girl. I didn't even write that. Oh, that was bad, dude. I went on a date with this Jewish girl. I shouldn't say this into a camera. Fuck. All right. Shit. Turn that live stream off real quick. All right. I kept the text messages. All right. So I'm talking to this girl, bro. And she was Jewish. And the first thing that she said to me, she was like, I have a dark sense of humor. I was like, oh, shit. It's like you were promised to me 5,000 years ago. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. It went about how you would think. Like at one point, she was like, do you want my number? And I was like, don't you guys have names now? Let's move on to the next dark humor joke. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's end up with a good one. Bartender. Cool. That looks anti-Semitic. I'm a history teacher at a local college, and I teach ancient history. My class was actually Judaism yesterday. Let's not say what college so that I don't get fired. All right, fuck yeah. Last dark humor joke. Larry gives it up. Let's see. Our bartender. What was your number? Wood. We already did 3 though. Wood. We already did 4. Wood. What is it? 5. All right. Hey, we can rearrange the alphabet, put you and I together. Anyways, all right. All right. Remember, yeah. Oh, 5. Yeah. I was watching a really scary movie with my daughter the other day. It was absolutely terrifying. I had no business watching it with her. She leans over to me and she goes, Daddy, is that woman gonna die? I don't really feel good about this joke. And I said, sweetheart, judging by the size of that horse's dick, yes, she is. And speaking of loving big old horses' dicks, why don't you give it up for Buster Chestnut? My name is Dave Chappelle.
All right, thank you, sir. Everybody keep it going for Jay Terry. He is definitely a friend of the program here. Performed here quite a few times, and we appreciate him every time he can make his stay. All right, we are at the pinnacle moment for our showcase portion of the evening. Let me remind you, we still have our open mic portion available. If you want to come down here, sign up, please do so. That is encouraged. All right. So, Leaping Lizard and, Phygital Nights, the live stream and whatnot, commenters. Let's get ready for your headliner. This guy is a Columbus cult legend, and honestly, his resume makes the rest of us look absolutely pathetic. By day, he's a published, hard-boiled novelist. By night, he's a killer stand-up comic. And somehow, in between all of that, he cooks his wife made-from-scratch dinner every night, which is incredible because he's completely blind. That's right. The man has zero eyesight, and he's out here casually wielding butcher knives and writing murder mysteries while I have 20/20 vision and still trip over my own microphone cord. He's an absolute staple to the local comedy scene. He has rightfully been dubbed a house favorite over at the Attic Comedy Club. In fact, if you were at the Attic back on June 6th, you probably saw him performing alongside the newest Kill Tony Golden Ticket winner, Martin Malloy. He's going to absolutely destroy this room tonight. Now, his comedic vision is unmatched, but his actual vision is terrible. So I need you to be loud. Make enough noise so he knows exactly where the stage is. Give it up for Larry Danflow. I got you, brother. Here.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, Buster. Thanks. Give it up for Buster Chestnut and all these other guys. What a fun room. Big room tonight. I'm feeling nervous, pressured, lots of pressure. Where do I start? It's Hilliard, Ohio. Wow, this is great. I don't live too far from here. I'm from Powell. So I feel obligated to tell you guys I carry less than $20 at all times, just for my own safety. But anybody drink energy drinks? Anybody like it? I got into energy drinks a while back. But I'm afraid they might have put some addictive stuff into it because now I'm up to two a day. And the other day I found myself trying to smoke one. So I think I'm truly addicted at this point. But yeah, I'm blind. I'm a blind person. I wasn't always blind. I used to be able to get around real well. But I'm kind of going through it right now. Kind of lost a lot of sight in a short amount of time. But it ain't all bad because I get a disability check I like to consider subsidized comedy. But I only know what I know from watching TV shows and movies like you guys because I didn't grow up around anybody with blindness. You guys remember the movie where the guy would want to get familiar and come and touch your face? That was weird, right? Fucking strange. Because even when I was able to see, I wasn't a shallow person. Always wanted to get to know somebody for what they thought on the inside, their deepest thoughts and feelings. That being said, I was wondering if it'd be cool if maybe after the show, if I could check out some ass and titties. Damn, I just opened up to you guys and just laughed at me. Hey, I'm just playing. I don't chase after women anymore because I tend to knock over tables and chairs and shit. But sometimes when I'm at the house and it's all alone, I'll say to myself, why me? You know, why am I going through this? Why now? When ladies are wearing see-through tights. But somebody said, look on the bright side. And you probably shouldn't say that to a blind person. They said, look on the bright side. Guys are now wearing crop tops as well. But anyway, yeah, it's frustrating being blind. When I go somewhere new, I'll have to count my steps. And that's real frustrating. And the more I do it, the madder I get. Because I'm just now realizing those OCD guys are doing it just for the fun of it. Have you guys ever heard the phrase, suffering brings you closer to God? Since I've lost my sight, we've got real close. We're so close now, we're saying no homo. Oh, man. Yeah, it is crazy. Since I've been blind, since I've lost my sight, I've met some people that are blind as well. And this one young lady, she told me I'm easy on the eyes. And I'm still processing that shit. I don't know what she was talking about. But I also met this one young lady a while back. And you guys ever meet somebody and it seemed like you met him for the first time, but you've known him forever? That's how this went. It was nice. Real nice. We were vibing. Everything was cool. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she tells me, I can't be with you because you're blind. And I thought to myself, This bitch. I mean, what, you guys know her? No, for real. I mean, I had made some sacrifices my damn self. She had a flat ass and everything. This is great. You know, I got to give a shout out to the room. This room is awesome. I've never had a room this good before. So supportive. Thank you all for coming out, for real. But yeah, she had a flat ass and everything. Her ass was so flat, when she bent over, her butt formed a corner. But I still found myself attracted because I remember how much fun I had when I was a kid playing with those blocks. Good times, good times. Maybe I should ask you guys a question. Hey, you guys in the back. They ain't guys. Hey, I don't know your pronouns. You guys in the back. Have any of you ever been robbed by a hooker before? I know at least one of you, but oh man, I said that wrong. Have any of you been through a divorce before? Damn, this is as more fun than I thought it'd be. Yeah, that one was for the ladies, everybody. That joke was for the ladies. So, have any of you guys ever got this like love note text message from a girlfriend telling you you mean so much to them, and ever since you came into their life, you made their world a better place? Just me? And then you think to yourself, damn, that's sweet. I can just forward that over to the wifey. What? Just me. Where else do we want to go from here? I don't trust anybody that starts the sentence with, I'm going to be honest with you. Does it make me homophobic if I don't do any jokes about gay people? All right, this is great. This is just better than I thought it'd be. I can't explain it. It's like almost, I feel like I can see again up here. It's a fucking miracle. So let me think. Any Trump fans? Any fans of Donald Trump? All right. I could have done this at home. So where do I go from here? So there's this, I don't know if you heard this, the McDonald's on the west side. A family went through the drive-through and they got a crack pipe in their food bag. Since when did McDonald's start paying enough for people to afford crack? When did that program start? And people were real upset about it. But I just figured it was their version of the adult Happy Meal over there. Yep. So I got these cheap streaming services at my house because I don't like to pay for them. So I have to watch commercials. I'm not a 1% or anything. And there's this one commercial for Peyronie's disease. You guys ever heard of it? When you get a painful erection and it's curved. I thought that was kind of funny by itself because I'm like, you think of Lou Gehrig and Hodgkin's disease, and then there's Peyronie's, that dude. But yeah, it's crazy. They say one of the treatments is stretching and massaging. So I've been doing plenty of preventive maintenance for that. And one of the other treatments was in-office modeling. So I can imagine being at the water cooler at work talking about, how's this look, Steve? What do you think? But anyway. Hey, you guys are a lively audience. I can't thank you guys enough for coming out. I got to remind myself that you're here, that you're actually sitting at the bar, fucking off, fucking playing with yourselves. That's nice. But I'll be over there joining us shortly. So what else is going on with McDonald's? So my cheap streaming service, it was wintertime, and this holiday song had came on. And I never heard it before, and I thought, man, this is a hit. What is this song? It started out, the holidays are here. The snow is falling down. The lights are going up. And that could only mean one thing. The McRib is back. I said, them motherfuckers got me. They got me for sure. So yeah, I'm not a big Donald Trump fan. Um, but I really loved him in the last reality show I got to see him in, the one they called Court. That one, that was fun. Uh, and ever since I knew I knew there was going to be trouble because my last election place was at a weed dispensary, and it just didn't feel right. You know what I mean? But since Trump's been elected, I've been saying goodbye to all my Uber drivers. They've been coming up missing. But yeah, Trump is something else. He's been arrested. He's been shot at. He's got his own tennis shoe. When does his mixtape drop? That's what I want to know. When's he dropping that mixtape? Damn it. What else do I want to talk about? Yeah, it's getting tough out here. You ever get into it with your wife and just want to just I got into it so bad she had me, they know how to push her buttons. She had me staring out the window for the whole trip and I can't see nothing out that motherfucker. I was just mad. But I'm in a interracial. Oh yeah, this is right. I had some me time the other day, and what I like to do is I like to smoke a little weed, and then I like to go get the Pornhub queued up. Don't judge me. I can see just a little bit. But that's about the time I realized I had smoked way too much weed at this point because I started getting paranoid. I started thinking, what if I had a stroke or a heart attack? And this is how they find me. So from this point forward, no more little people porn for me. I met a little person not too long ago, and she kept saying she's a grown ass woman. I kind of thought that was funny. So I can't see my time. What time do I got, Buster? All right, I'm in an interracial relationship. Hey, okay, Fonz is here, everybody. So it's different. For real, it is different. But at the same time, I'm realizing now that we're just like all other couples. We're both miserable. But I'm gonna stick it out. I think I'm delusional enough to think that maybe one day I could find out what black love is truly all about. Well, that, and I think I got enough time in to get at least half that reparations check when it kicks in. We got a better chance of getting Spirit airline refunds. I know. It's just a joke. It's just. Do you guys notice when white people use the word diverse? It really just means there's going to be a lot of black folks there. Just me. I grew up. You should have listened earlier. You had a lot more fun. I grew up listening to gangster rap, and I had the time of my life listening to that music. And the older I got, and as the weed got stronger, I realized it's scaring the hell out of me. I ain't doing it no more. But I didn't want to give up on rap music. So I thought I'd listen to the female rappers. Like light-skinned Keisha. She's an acrobatic little bitch, do a flip on a dick. I'm like, what the fuck was I listening to them dudes for? This is where it's at right here. But the side effect of that, now I'm scared of bad bitches. Completely scared. So, I did find this other group that I fell in love with. I was smoking weed again, and a City Girls song came on. And if you're not familiar with the City Girls, I'm going to tell you exactly what happens. It starts out, I'm a motherfucking city girl. I talk shit, I like money, and I like bags. And I thought to myself, God damn, I'm this close to being a city girl right now. Period. I know I was on some real hot girl shit that day, and that's a Megan Thee Stallion song. And I just want to shout out to the ladies for the hot girl summer that's here. Because all us men, we really appreciate it. When you dress up as strippers and run to Walmart, thank you for that. And speaking of hot summers, do you guys ever look at your phone to get the temperature like I do? I don't look at it, but my phone will tell me some crazy, like last winter, my phone told me it was 28 degrees outside, but it feels like it's 18. And I was like, when the hell do we have to start doing word problems to figure out the temperature outside? That's as crazy as me saying, hey, ladies, I've got a really big one, but it feels like a small one. All right. So, Buster, are you watching the clock? I think I'm going to end on this one. So, people will ask me, people will ask me, all right, we're going to wait for you to get the good ones, Miko. So, people will ask me, what is it I'm going to miss when I lose all my sight completely? And I had to think about it. Would it be a smile on a small kid's face? Would it be looking up at the stars on a clear night? Or would it be the sunset from a beach? Nope. It's still little people pouring. But I'm going to end with that one. The energy in the room was phenomenal. Thank you all for listening. Appreciate y'all for coming out. But I'm pretty sure you'll be here tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'm sure of it.
All right. I appreciate you, Larry. To your left. All right. All right. My man Jay Terry is coming to help you back to your seat, my friend. Keep it going for Larry Danflow. Do you got any shows lined up that I can promote? Nothing? All right. Well, then we need to get you back here to Phygital Nights. We have next week is already lined up. We have a lineup of, some people that may not have done well here on Wednesday night for the music open mic, but I digress. They were trying out some stuff. I don't know. It works, doesn't work. But if you want to check that out next week, we have Kirsten Kroc. We have Sam Gibbs, and we have Caleb Burkett. So come back next week. Check it out. Sign up for the open mic. I see some people signing up for the open mic right now for this week, which we do have a little bit of time until that is scheduled to start. So we might throw on a, Be Right Back, which was going to be about 20 minutes. And, some tunes from my buddy Doran Danoff. He's a producer. He does royalty-free music under the name Rarely Beagle, which is a fun fucking name. So check him out. And, if not, just listen along. And we'll be back at about 9:45. You still have time to get here. So if anybody's coming from another open mic that's in Franklinton that I don't want to necessarily promote because they don't pay me, head this way. We'll accept you. Maybe tell Ira that Buster said hi. And let me know when he wants me on, first mic. Because, I'm new, but I have stories. And I want, internet clout. So stay tuned for the open mic later. And then, actually, I want to promote something while, I'm thinking about it. Tomorrow, I've been slow rolling the Bad Breaks with Buster Chestnut episodes. And tomorrow's episode that launches is actually Frank Dement. So you should check that out. It was recorded a couple weeks ago before my life flipped turn upside down, and I had to move out to Bel Air. Wait, no, that's Fresh Prince. My bad. No, I've been here, and hearing Fro from the NICU, but whatever. I don't want to depress everybody, so come back around 9:45, and we'll be back with the oven mic. We'll see you soon. Deuces. Hi, how are you? All right, nope. Let's start this again. Hi, how are you? Yeah, I just spent like 35-minute, 20-minute break. So welcome back to Phygital Nights and the open mic portion of the evening, which has successfully grown from 0 people to at least 6 people. There's still spots available, Mr. Ivan, the best comedian ever, not the mediocre. So how's everybody doing tonight? We had a great. Actually, I didn't even mention the showcase that we had, but that was a great response. I appreciate you. Yeah. So earlier tonight we had Cam Steele, who has 250,000 followers on TikTok. Like, that's a fucking big number, if you ask me. I've never counted 250,000 of anything beyond like rice and spaghetti. But who counts that shit? So yeah, nobody wants to hear me talk. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start this open mic. And start it off right with a regular lizard, lizard folk himself, straight from Chillicothe, who has what is it, Silly Goose now, right? Silly Goose. I don't remember the location, but I'm sure he's gonna cross keys. But you can promote yourself. I don't give a shit. Welcome to the mic, Frank DeMint.
Okay, yeah, my open mic in Chillicothe at the Cross Key Tavern every Monday night, starting at 9 o'clock. Sign-ups at 8:30. I'm going to be having a birthday party show on August 1st, also at the Cross Keys in Chillicothe. Would love to have you all out there. Going to have Lori Graves, a local legend there in Chillicothe. I'm going to have Darren Jenkins from Dayton. Let's see. I'm going to have Miko Smith from here in the Hood Hero from here in Columbus, and I'm also going to have Mimi the comedian. She's now from Cincinnati. Is everything good there? We ready? I'm the oldest comic you're going to see tonight. I'm so old my back gets stiff more than my dick. I am so old I have to lube my joints more than my dick. I am so old. I used to use National Geographic magazine to masturbate to. Now I watch Pornhub, not to masturbate, but to reminisce. I started eating pussy at the age of 13. My tongue became muscle bound. And that's why I sound like this. Yes. People hear my voice and say, bless his heart. Is he okay? And I'm okay, but it does bring up my greatest fear. And that's having a stroke on stage and nobody notices. Is he slurring his words? Who the fuck can tell? Who the fuck can tell? I don't have a speech impairment. I have a limited edition accent. Only a few of us are chosen. Little known fact, Abraham had a lisp. Yeah, the chosen people weren't the Jews. It were those of us with a lisp. Yeah. What do you call a person with a lisp? A lisper? How about a group of people with lisp? Lispers or lispertarians? Neither one sounds very good. I don't mean to whistle when I talk. It's my tongue freestyling. I tried to use Siri the other day. She thought I was trying to summon a snake. My dentist asked me if I floss. I said only when I say the word floss, and I do it twice a day. Yes, I do. And don't get me started on birthday candles. When I blow them out, someone's calling either FEMA or the CDC. They certainly are. Most people leave smudges on glasses. I leave condensation. I gave an inspiration speech to a friend before a big job interview. He said it was inspiring, but also very humid. I was on a date the other night. The girl says, "You have such a unique voice." That's Lisp code for I'm trying to figure out what that last vowel was. When having a lisp is like giving a microphone that only plays in stereo and spits in your face. When I say succulent sandwich, it sounds like I'm pressure washing a sidewalk. Yeah. I could be a store Santa and I could save on overhead because I wouldn't have to buy alcohol to sound drunk. People say I should get speech therapy. Why would I pay anyone to change my personality? Why would I do that? So last month we had Father's Day. How was everybody's Father's Day? Yeah, all you motherfuckers out there, let's hear it. Yeah, this past Father's Day is the first Father's Day that I celebrated as a true father. Yeah, 67, and I had my first child. Yeah, me and Abraham. She named the baby Noah. I think it probably should have been named Ishmael or Isaac, but that's just my opinion. When I finally got that paternity test, took me a long time to get her to get it. I understand that 5 comics in Columbus had a big sigh of relief when they heard that. Yes, I did. Yeah. How much time are you giving me here?
7 minutes. Like you in 3.
Okay. Let's see. So being a father, I looked into my family history, into my genealogy. I'd done it a little bit earlier, and I found a couple of interesting things. My 5th great-grandfather, James Dement, was founder of Springfield, Ohio. Yeah, big statue of him and shit down there, too. And I looked at his biography. It said, drinker, gambler, and founder of Springfield, Ohio. Well, that fucking tracks, doesn't it? That fucking tracks. And then I found I had a second grandfather who was black. Yes. And he had 2 wives. He had one in Virginia and one in Kentucky. Well, that fucking tracks too, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yeah, at 67. And I had, because the bitch waited so long to get the paternity test, I got a sperm count done first, and it showed I had 15% sperm mobility. Yeah, my boys weren't even doing the dog patter. They were just sort of lying there, except for that one Michael Phillips that fucking made it all the way. That motherfucker, that motherfucking sperm. Just don't like that shit, but that's the way it goes. And she took off to Germany to have that baby, and she's biracial. I mean, why would you, as a black woman, go to Germany? I mean, that's the example we use for white supremacy. What the fuck was that about? What the fuck that was about? Also, let's talk about stereotypical white women. Like Ashley. Ashley. She's the one that's always pooky all the time, thinks it's pumpkin spice season all year long, always chipper in the morning. You want to just slap that bitch. Yeah, that's Ashley. And then we have Karen. We all know Karen. They're the bitches that always want to go to the manager first over any little fucking thing. But the worst one is Karen and Ashley's fat, ugly sister, Natalie. Yeah, that bitch doesn't even go to the manager. She goes directly to the keyboard and does doxing, that fucking bitch. Yes. Okay, I just got the lights. I'm going to do my regular finish joke, closing jokes. I'm a bit of a free thinker. I like to question things every now and then, like when Isaac came down from the mountain with Abraham after that unfortunate sacrifice situation. Did he ever sleep with both eyes closed again? When Jesus made water into wine, did he make it Manischewitz or Mogan David? And if it was Mogan David, was it Mad Dog 2020? Want to know these things. But the thing I question most is Islam and their 72 virgins. Why 72? Why not 70? 5 or 100, something that rolls off the tongue a little better, like I have anything to say about rolls off the tongue better. And why virgins? Willie, you want to go through it, turn away? Hey, Mitch, watch the teeth, watch the teeth. I don't think so. As I've enumerated here and in the past, I got some fucking to catch up on the other side. I don't want 72 virgins. I want 72 whores. I want women to know what the fuck they're doing. I think, I think you're closest to God when you're having sex, but his name's not evoked more than during the act of sex. Oh, God. Oh, God. And I know you Christians throw in a Jesus every now and then. Oh, Jesus. Oh, holy Jesus. And I'm sure the Jews throw in a Moses every now and then. Oh, Moses. Oh, holy Moses. And I'm sure the Muslims throw in a Muhammad every now and then. Oh, Muhammad, peace be upon you. Now I understand the 72 virgins of my last joke. I look like Duck Dynasty and sound like Daffy Duck. I look like Gandalf and sound like his retarded brother. I look like Jack Black and sound like Sylvester the Cat suffering succotash. I look like Jerry Garcia and sound like him on an acid trip. I look like Ron Jeremy and sound like him with a dick in his mouth. But I can't suck my own dick because I could. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be this fat because I know no one could suck my dick better than me because no one knows me better than me. That's been my time. I've been Frank DeMint. Thank you very much. And let's bring up your host, Buster Chestnut.
All right, always a fan favorite here at the Leaping Lizard, Frank DeMint. Keep it going. All right, speaking of Frank DeMint, hold on. I need to get the card number correct. So in my full sets that you can buy for, a limited time, for the first quarter of 2026, promotional cards. Just saying. I have a Frank DeMint, which is card number 19. And then, the next open micer just happens to have another card in the set, and you can buy it today. Fucking $25. You can buy it today for $25, and you can have 2 members physically sign the set for you. I don't know what they're going to charge you for it, but if you want that, I have 3 sets available. But anyway, without further ado, the hood hero that we all deserve and need. Let's welcome to the stage, card number 15 in the set, Mr. Miko Smith.
Make some noise for Uncle Frank, everybody. Make some noise. That last joke you do with all the moaning, that's my favorite joke. Everybody know it is. Ooh! Ooh! Yeah. Every time you do that joke, I visualize me in there fucking, because you know how that go. I'd be like, shut up, girl. Ooh! Ooh! Yeah, I'm sorry. I got a perverted mind. Make some noise for Buster and this motherfucker. What is Caitlin Clark? Is that a Caitlin Clark jersey? Leah Boston. Make some noise. Why the hell would you get a Leah Boston jersey when Caitlin Clark played for the same team? Oh! Oh! Sophie Cunningham. Make some noise for the WNBA in this bitch. Full disclosure. I'm not thinking about the internet. I'm thinking about this brisket I got at home. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's my favorite joke though, man. Yeah, everybody having a good time tonight. Everybody doing all right in here tonight. Yeah, yeah. You know, it looked like he only passed 2 flyers out to this motherfucker. You know. Everybody looked like they just got out of. Everybody left Alcohol Anonymous and pulled up here. You know. We all one good church service away from relapse. Love doing what I'm doing, man. Yeah, man. Love doing what I'm doing, man. Yeah, Frank was talking about his baby mama Jordan. I seen Larry wipe his eyebrow. He must have fucked her too. Yeah. He said 5 other comics had relief. I know I was sweating when he when he got the DNA test. We was all waiting. Ooh, ooh. No, man. Cause that shit fucked up, ain't it, fellas? It's nothing but men, and it's 2 beautiful women in here, but it's nothing men. When we get cheated on, that's some shit, ain't it? Yeah, man. That's a shot to our ego. That's a shot to our pride, man. Yeah, man. My last girlfriend, not the one I had now, but I'm talking about the one prior to that, man. I got cheated on, goddamn it. And you know what it only took for my girlfriend to cheat on me? Some hibachi and weed. Yeah, man, I went through her fucking phone and the dude, she was sneaking out on me, man. All he did was smoke weed with her and took her to eat hibachi. That's all it took for my woman to cheat on me, some hibachi and weed. And that bitch gave the pussy her. So when we get up out of here, if anybody know where I can get some hibachi and weed, I need some, goddamn, because it's been a long week already. Yeah, y'all know how that shit good, man. And it's a woman's favorite excuse for why they cheated, fellas. Y'all hear me out? Oh, well, we wasn't together. Ain't that some shit? Well, since we wasn't together, your car ain't gonna be together when you get outside to it, bitch, because my feelings is hurt. Yeah. Yeah. That Cadillac converter ain't the only thing gonna be missing. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm watching the news every day. I'm trying to stay active. I'm watching politics, man. I realize this, man. Me and Donald Trump got a lot in common. He's a felon. I'm a felon. Somebody tried to shoot him on stage. Somebody tried to shoot me on stage. Me and Donald Trump got a lot in common. Yeah. And old men like that shit that Donald Trump got on shot at on stage, man. Especially old black men, man. You know, they try to take credit for it. You know, I was the one that shot at that motherfucking Trump. Yeah. I missed and threw the gun on the white boy. You know, they like a motherfucker. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, I heard people talking about their kids. I don't want to talk about my kids. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. My kids ain't shit. I know I'm going to the nursing home. Yeah. That's why I figure I do all the drugs now. Yeah. You always can tell when you in a room with a powder head, that nigga always sniveling and shit. Yeah, brother. That nigga always going to the bathroom. A powder head nigga always got a straw on deck, don't he? Yeah. He put a straw in his ear like it's a cigarette. Hell yeah, man. I like the dope heads in my community. You hear me? It's a lot of dope head ass niggas, man. Yeah, man. And I don't know, fellas, man. Spice up your fucking sex life, man. If you own a sectional, man, you own a fuck gymnasium, man. Don't take that bitch to the bed. Fuck that bitch on that sectional. If you do that right, bro, you can fuck a bitch 6 different ways. Right on that sectional. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm the type of dude, man. Ladies, and I know it's only a few of y'all. Y'all need to get y'all Mr. Willie. A Mr. Willie do shit for women I just can't do. A Mr. Willie get your ass, lady, a car. I can't do nothing but buy your ass a tire. I had you at the closest used tire shop. Ladies, Mr. Willie get your ass that brand new apartment you always wanted, that brand new house. You fuck with me, ladies, you're going to be at the La Quinta for the weekend. And that's the best I can do. It's some life to say you going to have to make. Yeah. Yeah. I got me a fine-ass woman, right, y'all? But she got 3 kids. Now the word in my family is I'm dating a dashiki. What the fuck that mean? Everybody in my family say I'm dealing with a dashiki, a bitch with a lot of kids. Now that I'm dating women with kids, I gotta keep a lock on my door, you know. Yeah, man. This chick I'm dating now, man, she got an 8-year-old son. I could have swore that nigga hit my joint the other day. Yeah. I know because I asked that nigga for some piss and tried to go to the temp service and fucked around and test dirty. Yeah. Little motherfucker. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Little bad motherfucker. Yeah, man. Uh-huh. But my kids ain't no better, man. My daughter gonna call her stepdaddy on me to try to get me in trouble. What type of shit is that? Bitch, don't you know I don't like you or this nigga? Yeah, what type of shit is that? Uh-huh. Yeah, man. One of my daughters, man, because I got a few baby mamas, goddamn it. One of my daughters, her mom dating an old nigga. Her mom's boyfriend, 55. She gonna talk some shit the other day, man. I'm gonna call my dad on you. I said, motherfucker, that ain't your dad. That's your pawpaw, motherfucker. Okay, I guess that one didn't work. Anyway, man, it's been fun in this motherfucker tonight. I just wanted to work out. He got Bradley Bill cards and everything. You need to throw that one away. He don't even play for Phoenix no more. Man, shout out Buster for doing this shit, though. So I'm going to bring your host back up, man. Y'all make some noise, man, for the very hilarious Buster, man. Come on, dog.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. And hopefully you come back, and, you know, let me know your availability for August, brother. We need to make shit happen. Okay, and speaking of making, oh, hold on. Am I next? I don't want to use your name because you're gonna come up, but can you make sure that I'm at least in frame so that I can help you when you eventually come up? All right. So without further ado, we're gonna move into our next open mic, participant, who just so happens to be our headliner next week. So come back on July 22nd or 21st. Yeah, it's late in the evening. I'm slipping. July 21st. Who is also on the bill? Kirsten Kroc. And then I'm gonna say him later, so I don't need to talk about him right now. But first, next week's headliner. Let's welcome to the stage Mr. Caleb Burgett.
Hey. I almost ruined all your equipment just spilling water. $20,000. Oh god. Oh yeah, sure. I'll strip. Fine, whatever. I'll pay it back. Whatever. How's everybody doing tonight? We doing good? Getting wet over here. Goddamn. Shit. Shout out no school shootings since it's summertime. Um, except those year-round schools, right? Like, fuck those guys. Like, that is the reason why school shootings happen. You know that? Like, is like, I mean, if you're in social studies in July, like, you're buying a gun. Like, you're gonna get bored of the Civil War again, and yeah, you're gonna or ancient Egyptian history, and you're like, man, I can't wait to fucking shoot this gun. You know, and school's gonna be a lot better. You know, like because they said no drugs or alcohol. You know, just say no. They didn't say no to guns. You know. All right, cool. I was at the gun range one time, and I was thinking, you know, I wish gun ranges had strippers so I could shoot loads all day. Oh, it's automatic, all right. It's fucking, especially when the strippers are there. And I'm just fucking unloading while unloading, like, or bombing, or no, it'd be cool. It'd be like, you know, you're like, I can't wait to go to the gun range. Like, oh, did you bring tip money? Oh yeah, I forgot. They did. I forgot the gun range did something new this year. It's just, all right, cool. We'll work that. We'll work on that. We'll work on that. Let's see here. I like smoking weed and going to church. Because in that room I am the most high. You guys ever smoked weed and go to church? Like it's kind of a surreal experience. Like everyone's like, "Oh, praise the Most High," and you know, I'm like, "Yeah, all right." Bow to your king. Like, turn your Bibles to. I just start preaching. Like, I'm high as fuck. Let's go to Matthew today. It's an easy one. Like, what's up, guys? Oh, you know, just chilling. So my first friend was my grandfather. A little bit about me. We used to shoot basketball all the time until he got sick and died or something. But you know, it's cool. He's playing basketball with Jesus, and I mean, my grandpa was good, man. You know, Jesus handled that cross, but I wonder if he can handle my grandpa's cross. I mean, he's gonna need new sandals after that. Like, this is crazy. Like, he's gonna need new Roman 7s or Pontius Pilate 12s, or you know, just all right. I mean, he's gonna have trouble, but once my grandpa finds out he was a Jew, it's over with. You know, it's just, they might have another match afterwards. You know, you didn't tell me you was Jewish in the Bible. I didn't see those red letters, you son of a bitch. You goddamn start. Yeah, I mean, then you know, they're gonna go on jet skis, and he's gonna be like, "Look at that Jew run!" Yeah, me and my grandpa, we used to wear these things called bucket hats. Or you guys get pussy? Or we used to wear them all the time, and I'm looking back on it, I'm like, why did we do that? Like, I look like such a fucking idiot. Like, just like someone would walk up to me, I'd be like, just you like just sunglasses, and like you can't even tell what I look like. Like my identity is completely concealed. So yeah, it's great. It's great for approaching strangers as a 6-year-old. You know, you just hi, I look dumb as fuck. This is my grandpa. He's my best good friend. He was my best good friend. He ran cross country. Let's see here. I think hillbillies and black people are a lot alike. They really love their cousins. Except when one does it, it's way cooler than the other. Like when Like if Miko says, "Oh, don't fuck with my cousin," and be like, "Oh, straight the fuck up." Yeah, yeah, you guys go way back for sure. Yeah, you guys probably. All right. But if I say it, it's like, oh, if I'm like, don't fuck with my cousin, be like, whoa, he loves his cousin. Like, that white boy is very protective of his seven of a cousin or whatever. Like, this average bitch is really important to him. You guys ever had average pussy? It's fucking bullshit, isn't it? I'm fucking bringing it. What the fuck? Up next, we have Caleb and his dry pussy. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah. We love you a long time. My pussy suck. It feels wrong, but it feels right. Man, average pussy, man. You gotta get that good shit, man. You gotta go to Hilltop, right? You gotta go in an alley to get good puss, right? Like that's what the guy at the liquor store told me. You go to a different liquor store. I don't even buy drinks. I just want to know where the good where the good blowjobs are at, where the good pussy. You gotta get to know your community. You know, I'm traveling next week. You know, so I'll be talking to a lot of people. It's good. Did you like me already? Oh, fuck. Well, I'm headlining next week, so come fuck shit up. Caleb Burgett on Facebook, Brigati Comedy on my socials. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
And you will definitely see Caleb Burgett headlining next Tuesday night at Phygital Nights. And he will be bringing along an opener, Kirsten Kroc, as well as our next just set up whatever you need to, and I will take as long as I have to. Put your fucking phone in the goddamn thing. God damn it. I mean, I'm going to do my thing, but I'm trying to help you out, man. So, just rewinding from what I just said. No, I'm not going to talk about my kid. Nobody wants to hear that depressing shit. But big shout out to my little dude who's in the NICU. It's basically Baby Mario. So throw a fucking banana peel or a turtle shell his way. But anyway, next up to the open mic this evening is next week's featured act, along with Caleb Burgett, who you just saw. But let's give it up for next week's featured act, Mr. One and Only Sam Gibbs.
Yeah. Should have done strip club mode. Yes. Coming to the stage is this next guy coming to the stage is a guy who's also going to talk about nothing for 7 minutes. Yes. We're going to talk about nothing. It's absolutely nothing. Because I got absolutely nothing. So we're going to talk about nothing. I'm very nihilistic. I think that like nothing matters. So, but I'm like positive about it, you know, like nothing matters. So like, fuck it, you know, like just do whatever you want. Like, you know, yeah. Is there a song about that? Nothing. Oh yeah. But Metallica, where he's throwing the darts at the guy from the band or whatever. Yeah. I grew up on Metallica. I like Metallica. Four Horsemen, like old Metallica. I don't do anything after the first four albums. I don't do anything after the first four albums. Mm. Ooh, the pool light's on. Sweet. That doesn't help, but it doesn't hurt. So like just like stop. Yeah, you could just like not fuck with it. Like that'd be. Yeah, you can. Yeah. What doesn't help is you doing it, but like but you did it. So now we're here. We're at Leaping Lizards in Hilliard, Ohio, doing open mic. There's two women here. They're both employed here. I don't know if they owe the owner something to be here. If they're working off some kind of to like sit through our bullshit, but three women. Oh, Alec is she's a performer, so yeah, she's a comic. Comics are genderless. I don't know if you guys know this. All comics are genderless. I'm non-binary. I don't mess with coding at all. I'm completely non-binary. I don't like AI. Oh, I mean, sorry, Buster. I'm sorry. I don't like AI. So we're just just using some tools. It's just using tools. Yeah, I get it. I'm a tool. I've been told that. I've been told I'm a tool. It's okay. We're all tool bags here. You did an AI. The diarrhea. I did like the AI diarrhea that you added to the poster. I did like that. I am a big fan of AI diarrhea. That's the best thing AI produces is diarrhea. I spilled coffee in my car the other day and I was like, fuck. But it was cool because everything smelled like coffee. It's much better than when I spill diarrhea. Always better. Why would I ever spill diarrhea? I mean, like, that doesn't happen. I save my diarrhea. I hold on to it. I take care of it. Then I let it loose upon an unsuspecting crowd member. If you're so lucky tonight, I will splurge diarrhea all over your face. That might happen. Frank's getting up. He's like, oh, I got to get some of that diarrhea. Frank's a big diarrhea fan. I can tell. Yes. There's actually a parasite right now causing diarrhea. There's a parasite causing diarrhea that, like, they said they don't know what the link is, like what causes it, but they like think it's something with fruits and vegetables. So I'm not eating any fruits and vegetables. That's for my health, Only Taco Bell. They got rid of all their pico and everything at Taco Bell because of the parasite. So I'm getting my diarrhea the old-fashioned way from fourth meal. I hate Chipotle and I love Taco Bell and I will die on that hill. I think Chipotle is garbage. I think Chipotle is causing the whole parasite thing. I'm just guessing. Like where there's smoke, there's fire. And they've had how many E. coli outbreaks, a lot. It's been they can't count them anymore. It's like literally like people dying in carnival rides at this point and people getting food poisoning from Chipotle. It's like not surprising information that people are dying on carnival rides. Like I don't know why anyone would get on a carnival ride because it's like you go to Cedar Point, that's a big risk. But those things are designed by like autistic engineers who went to MIT. Carnival rides, they're put together by juggalos who do meth and got a GED if you're lucky. MIT's like the X-Men school for autistics. Like it's really like it's like their paradise. It's autistic paradise. It is. MIT. Massachusetts. I had a teacher that she said Massachusetts instead of Massachusetts. She also called we watched Dances with Wolves, and she kept us like, we're gonna watch the Dancing with Wolves movie. We're like, okay, sure we are. And then we watched The Boy in the striped pajamas, and she was like, "We're gonna watch The Boy in the red striped pants." I'm like, "How did you get that from?" There were no red striped pants involved in the Holocaust, like at all. The movie's a lot. Then we watched Schindler's List, and she made the mistake. Like we had block scheduling, so it was like an hour and a half. So it was like Schindler's List, is like a 3-hour movie. So it took us like 2 classes theoretically. It took us a whole week because she put me in charge of starting it, the movie where we left off, and I kept on starting it at the sex scene. So we watched the sex scene over and over. Then she finally caught on, but she didn't care. Just telling you guys about Miss Nancy Shugart. She's dead. She was a lesbian. She was a lesbian teacher at a Catholic school. Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, there's Nancy with her roommate." Like, was that type of thing? Okay. Why do you have your roommate's pubes caught in your teeth? Lesbians, like, I think love being lesbians, and I think the same reason lesbians love being lesbians is the same reason why I can't save money, because I can't stop eating out. That kind of makes sense. That's what I'm going for. Stuff that kind of makes sense. Like, do you guys like Dale Earnhardt? NASCAR guy. Raise hail and praise Dale, because that rhymes. You got like he died in a race, but he didn't die winning the race. He died like blocking for another guy to win the race. So he's kind of like a cuck at the end. Like, really. Like, I think he crashed because he was jerking off so hard. He was just like, didn't see that wall. It's just like covering his windshield. I don't know. Yeah, happy Father's Day. Dale Earnhardt's dead. And his kid really just tarnished his name. He like took his name and then didn't win anything. Yeah, I'm not a big Dale Earnhardt Jr. fan. I think that's where this is going. Is just I don't like me taking a stand. I don't like Dale Earnhardt Jr. because I don't like nepo babies. He's a nepo baby of NASCAR, and his dad was a cuckold. Dale Earnhardt was a cuckold. That's the hill I'm gonna die on, and I probably will die on it, because if anyone heard me say that, like, they usually have guns. Like, they don't take kindly to that, tarnishing the name of Dale Earnhardt or black people. Really, they don't like black people who like people who love Dale Earnhardt. Like, I'm not saying everybody who loves Dale Earnhardt doesn't like black people, but like the people that really love Dale Earnhardt probably don't like black people. Like, probably. Like, I'm just saying. So I'm so glad this is being live streamed. This is the best. My 2 best friends in Cleveland are both named Lex. One is black, one is white. One lives on the west side, one lives on the east side. Guess which one lives where? You know anything about Cleveland? Yeah, that whole segregation thing, that thing is like, that's still in Cleveland. Like, there's a big line. Yeah, they're still getting over that. They didn't really like do the busing thing, I think, adequately. They didn't bust their chestnuts. I don't know if that makes sense. Where was I going? Oh yeah, black Lex, white Lex. I didn't call him white Lex. I just called it black Lex. But that's what happens. We're white. We're pieces of shit. It's okay. Yeah. But like, I was like, they were both like the same person, but like black version and white version. Like, black Lex's dad died because the cops killed him, and like white Lex's dad died because he killed himself. So that's the main difference. Is white guys kill themselves. That's a black guys die, but it's like suicide by cop. But that's the story the cops told. That's how they wrote it in the paperwork. Yeah. All right, I think I got the light. I'm gonna give one more 25 seconds. Okay. Yeah, it was the All-Star games on baseball All-Star game. Do you guys like baseball? No, no one likes baseball anymore. Yeah. That sounds so cool. Oh my god. But anyways, they like identify the pitches now. It's like, and like they're all, to me, I don't know how you identify pitches. To me, they just go straight and do things at the end. Like a curveball goes straight and curves down. I'm like, okay. Some guys' dicks do that. My dick doesn't do that. It's not a curve. It's like a slider. It's small and smells like onions. All right, here we go. Let's give it back to Buster Chestnut.
All right, to be fair, mine is more like a knuckleball because I got to punch that shit every night. Okay, moving on. But if you enjoyed Sam Gibbs, come back next week because Sam Gibbs is our featured artist before, Caleb Burgett, who performed today. If you need the, flyer or link, let me know. I will properly give that to you so you can subscribe and, follow, hit the bell, whatever the fuck you need to do on the internet nowadays. I don't even know. But I have to include the internet world because we're a part of that. We're part of the physical leaf and lizard experience, but also the digital. And fuck you guys, by the way. I did use AI in your car, your flyer design, but it was tasteful. It was tasteful. All right. I got some. It looks good. It was tasteful, I think. From the Peanut Gallery, whoever that is. But anyway, also, fuck AI. They took my job. So I'm just I'm trying to, if you can't beat them, join them. So, I'm all aboard. Choo choo. Speaking of all aboard, that is the weirdest segue ever. I'm sorry. But next to the mic is a lizard favorite for a couple weeks at least, Mr. Kaizen Roger.
What's going on, leaping lizards? We're getting the light right, y'all. We're getting the light right. The light is right. The light is right, y'all. How y'all doing, leaping lizards? Let's give it up for one time, your host. Woo! Woo! What up, leaping lizards? How y'all doing? I bet I'm the only person here that's ever been interviewed by both Facebook, Meta, and Homeland Security. How's it going? Yeah, guys. I got, to be clear, I got interviewed by Homeland Security first and then Facebook after that. Facebook saw that I was interviewed by Homeland Security and was like, we saw you can do some fucked up shit. How would you like to join us? Facebook was like, hey, normally the most fucked up person on the internet goes viral. How would you like to work on the team that puts that camera on that guy? I worked on Facebook Meta's glass department for a while, you guys. So, true story. So I've had a bunch of jobs. I've been all over the world, you guys. I've heard a lot of bullshit recently, though. I'm here to dispel the bullshit. I've heard a lot of people say the earth is flat. Fuck that shit. The earth is definitely caked up with some big ass fucking titties, you guys. I'm not trying to save the world, you guys. I'm not trying to conquer the world. I'm trying to fuck the world. Speaking of fuck the world, Lil Wayne said he wants to fuck every girl in the world. Every girl? Like, I mean, like a good percentage I can understand, like a majority I can understand, but every girl? I mean, you're including like the ones with like deformities, like the disabled ones with like half their nub growing on their sisters on their shoulder kind of shit. Like, say psych right now, Lil Wayne. Say psych right now. What? So, if you guys notice, like, I've been on the dating apps. I've been on LinkedIn. Why is it everyone asks you if you eat ass anymore? Like, I had to fill out on one of my endorsement skills on LinkedIn that I eat ass just to get an interview. Like, so speaking of eating ass, I was eating this girl's ass the other day, and she farted. And I learned, you guys, if you inhale hard enough, you cannot get pink eye. It's just science. It creates a vacuum. Oh, Leaping Lizards, I love you guys so much. This is my favorite. This is my favorite. One time, you guys, Leaping Lizards, I was on mushrooms, and I learned. I learned that time, you guys. I was on mushrooms, and I learned what my goal in life was. I decided at that point my goal in life was to become the world's fattest man. And I wanted to become the world's fattest man so that one day I could employ people, you guys. I was going to be an employer of people. I was going to hire multiple prostitutes to power wash my fat folds. And then once a year I would hold a contest, and I would say, I'm going to tie one $20 bill to this testicle. I'm going to tie one $20 bill to this testicle. And whoever can power wash my fat folds can win those testicles. And then one day, you guys, Jurassic Park scientists would be uncovering my fat folds, and they would say, did this skeleton have a testicle in its mouth? So I've had a bunch of jobs, you guys. I've had jobs all over the United States, unfortunately and fortunately. So I lived in Las Vegas for a little bit, and one time in Las Vegas, I stood in front of the Bellagio fountains in an American flag Speedo, and I took pictures of people for tips. Obviously, I did not retire off of those tips, but like that day and today, I'm still at half mast. So while I lived in Las Vegas, I was actually one of the jobs I had. I was a strip club promoter, and I would walk up and down the Las Vegas Strip, and I would get people to go to the strip clubs. And I would say, hey, you guys want to go to the world's largest strip club tonight? It is Sapphires. There is 450 girls there. I don't know if you can do the math. That's 900 nipples. Would you guys like to motor bust some butt cheeks? You want to finger bomb a single mom? You want to finger blast a stripper's ass? Let's come on down to the strip club, you guys. Couples that play together stay together. I was like the world's worst Dr. Seuss book, you guys. Like, instead of redfish, bluefish, it was a red bone nude bitch. Like, instead of green eggs and ham, I worked at some pretty shady strip clubs. It was green discharge from Pam, you guys. So today is Tuesday, still Tuesday. I was getting my dick sucked on Sunday, you guys, and I realized that have you guys done some like epiphanies? You ever done some like deep thoughts, and you're like, there's some things in life that sound a lot better in reality in your head than in reality. And I've noticed one of those things is getting your dick sucked while driving the car. When you're trying to accelerate, it's not always easy to ejaculate. When you're trying to change lanes while she's working the main vein, it's not always a good time. So I learned this because I was getting my dick sucked, and my girlfriend at the time was one of the worst victims of this. And I missed my turn while I was getting my dick sucked, and I had to slam on the brakes. So I was trying to set my pee-pee free, and my girlfriend got CTE. I was trying to get to bussing. I was trying to get my pee-pee to bussing, you guys, and she just got a concussion. So luckily, though, I am a very good manipulator. So even though she was trying the nightlight, I just got a gaslight, you guys, and I still got in there. So I did get back from the doctor recently, you guys, and I just had some bad news. It's malignant. My doctor said my doctor said that my dick's too fat, so he put me on growth control. So growth control. So I know. Look, I'm about to spit some technology up here. I swear I'm not. So I know a bunch of people have said I am the Fred Durst of the Columbus comedy scene. Personally, though, I cannot judge any of the women that I've been around here in Columbus. The only thing that I can judge on the women anymore is the taste of their buttholes. I've licked to women in Columbus buttholes, but at this point, if I'm tasting it, I can kind of tell whereabouts you are in the credit score range. And at this point, if I taste that you're not that range, you're out. So I'm trying to get a girl in that credit score range that can get me a car in her name. So if you don't know anybody, hit her on my way. Let's go for your host, Buster.
I mean, I have a decent credit score. What are you bringing to the table? No, he was looking for somebody with a good credit score. I mean, $20 is $20, right? All right. If there's no other, participants in tonight's Price is Right. Well, if we need two hands of God to score a points goal or a hoop goal, score goal, hoop goal, I mean, it's the same thing, essentially. If we're talking nonsense with sports, it's the same thing eventually. But without further ado, our last open mic participant this evening, let's give a warm applause for our friend Alika.
Buster was very kind to make me an old-fashioned sports card without using AI. And I'm going to need both hands of God to score this hoop goal. I think there's something wrong with my hoop goal ball, though. It's the wrong. No, it's the colors. It's supposed to be black and white, alternating hexagons, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure the colors are off. You think it needs air? Interesting. I'll take it under advisement. So, to say to Miko, I think I thought Miko was the only one here who, if he stole my identity, it would be an upgrade. But there he is, bragging about how he can pay for a night at La Quinta and buy a whole used tire, a functional used tire. God, wow. Okay, Mr. Goody 220s. So yes, my name is Alika, and my entire life I've been committed to. Look, I listen to just top tier political analysis and bottom of the barrel paranormal analysis. Thank you. When I say bottom of the barrel paranormal analysis, I mean like two guys in their parents' basement speculating about stories set in by two ladies who live in their parents' basement. But when I talk about top tier political analysis, people say sometimes, "Oh, Alika, are you an MSNBC progressive?" And I say, how fucking offensive. How fucking offensive that you don't know I am way, way more insufferable than that. That's right. I am, way more insufferable than an MSNBC progressive. I'm a Mother Jones progressive, a Democracy Now! Progressive. But yes, despite my commitment, my lifelong commitment to bottom of the barrel paranormal analysis, it saddened me that until recently, the lizard people had never spoken to me. They never spoke to me, the lizard people, until recently when they said, Alika, you can come host Lizard Palooza. And I was honored. Thank you. And I had a wonderful time. Thank you very much. And I only had to flee the stage once to prevent a bar fist fight, which for me, I think is pretty good. I think we all know. Thank you. Yeah, so my father showed up. When he showed up to see me, it was very kind of him to show up on Father's Day. And he showed up looking cooler than he'd ever looked in his entire life. That's right, with a bunch of white sunblock caked all around his nose, looking like he'd been doing coke all day. Yeah. Yeah, I know. My father's a big square. He's a professor. So he's never been cool enough to be offered coke. So he said he was just trying to fit in. And I said, you're doing a good job, but you're overdoing it a bit. But he's never been cool enough to actually want anyone to offer him cocaine. I'll put it that way. So yes, people do say I'm crazy like a fox. Crazy like a fox, as in likely to make insane noises you never thought could come out of my body. Look it up, Google it. That's what foxes do. Yes, and I was recently told, Ailica, I've seen you perform a few times. I'd like to have you on my podcast because you remind me of Andy Kaufman in ways. You have the confidence to anger and confuse the audience, they said. The confidence to anger and confuse the audience. Also yes, by for example, reading The Great Gatsby as he did. And I said, that's really sweet. That's really sweet. Obviously, I do have the confidence to anger and confuse the audience. That's been proven time and time again. And it's also like saying, Ailica, you have the confidence to completely lose your mind in public. That comparison to Andy Kaufman. And to them, I say, look, that's so sweet that you think that. But I just pretend to lose my mind up here. Yes, I just pretend to lose my mind up here. Not actually crazy. But the lizard people, when they spoke to me, they said, Ailica, we'd like you to host Lizard Palooza, but here's the thing. If you ever want anyone, including us, to pay you any money to do comedy, you can't go full Sam Kinison on the audience. You can't go full Sam Kinison on the audience, not without a warning. You're a woman, and it contrasts so starkly with your normal calm demeanor. They said, you can frighten and confuse the audience. You lost everyone. And I said, I did not lose everyone. No, it's not what I said. What I said was, I'm real bad with pop culture. Real bad with pop culture. I don't know who that is. And then I said, thank you. Thank you for showing me a picture, because now I do know who that is. Then naturally I said, I will have to watch more Sam Kinison and get back to you. And now I say, thank you very much for that excellent piece of advice. I cannot go full Sam Kinison on the audience without a warning, so consider yourself warned. But yes, look, I do honestly, look, sometimes I tell people, look, don't worry. I'll give you a ride home, but don't you worry. I'm not going to turn my car into a sexual assault sedan. I'm not going to turn my car into a sexual assault sedan. Then when they get inside, I say, it's a hatchback. It's a hatchback. And obviously there's nothing funny about sexual assault, but there is something very, very funny. Very, very funny about not knowing the difference between a hatchback and a sedan. Thank you. Yes. I hear that all the time. Well, no, look, I live my life by two, and I'd like to stress this, two equally important life philosophies. First, well, actually, before I get to that, let me just do this a little bit here, and then we'll move on to my life philosophies. Why does a man always got to come along and ruin something for you? You go someplace, they're like, Ailica, we loved you. We'd love to have you back. This is the fellow who runs the place. He introduces you to his beautiful wife. And then he comes up to you in the parking lot and says, hey, do you want some dick? Do you want some dick? He says. And I say, is your wife coming? Hey, look, at least the man knew he was a dick, right? At least the man knew he was a dick. And this is what I say to you here. Don't be a prick magnet like me in this picture with the cactus in my face. Don't be a prick magnet like me. Instead, get an orange dick magnet for free by subscribing to my YouTubery. That's real life, funny AF, as fiction. Yes, you can get a free dictator magnet if you subscribe to my YouTube. But yes, I do live my life by two equally important life philosophies. First, of course, the meaning of life is love in the broadest sense, so always do right by one another. And the second, and I like to stress, equally important life philosophy is, of course, the human body is meant to retain body fat. So never get down on yourself. So yes, look, I encountered a problem. I've never been a porn watcher, and I can't start now in the age of AI. I can't start now in the age of AI because AI, look, I really do not have a body type when it comes to attractiveness. So AI does not know what our fingers are for. It's not going to know what our boobs are for. It's not going to know what our boobs are for. It's going to try to help me out by putting all the different size titties on one person, for example. Yeah, well, okay, I said I've never watched porn. That's not true. Obviously, like a normal person, I have seen porn. Like a normal person, I obviously watched porn in college for my gender and women's studies class, like a normal person does. Yeah, and obviously, like a normal person, in college, I went to the gay porn parties where there's 2 or more guys getting it on a screen in every room. So obviously, like a normal person, I went to the gay porn parties and I've seen porn, okay? Just not watched it for my own pleasure, really. And I can't start now. So yes, people say this is boobzilla, right? But I'd like to stress that's ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous. Boobzilla. I know she has 11 boobs, but the correct term for these creatures is clearly bodzilla. Bodzilla. Thank you. People say, oh, Alica, where's Buttzilla? Look, Buttzilla has been a problem, a thorn in my side, I say. Buttzilla has been a problem. Buttzilla here was supposed to have a nice chubby ankle and a high heel. But I couldn't draw it right. The perspective kept coming out wrong. And I can't go around just Google. I can't Google chubby ankle in a high heel and without ruining my search algorithm forever. And then you go up, you meet someone in a bar, and you say, you have a really nice ankle. Can you please wear this shoe so I can take a picture for my drawings? And they say stuff to you like, you're really creepy. Ma'am, we really are going to have to call the police this time on you. Yeah, they say those things to you. It's not kind. So yeah, boobzilla. No chubby ankle so far. Someone told me, oh, Alica, this is much better than AI. And I'd like to stress, woo, yes, she is. Sorry, I tend to get a little distracted here. Woo! How many butt cheeks? I count 4. Well, do you see Buttzilla had them all around? This is a work of art. Someone wanted to buy Boobzilla for $10 to $20. I'm like, $10 to $20? I mean, I'd say at least 25. No, it did take me a couple hours. I'm not going to sell her for that little. She means so much to me. Yes, I recently did some comedy at the Democratic picnic out in the county that I'm from. Yeah, that's not the response people give once I've named the county. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, well, they said I couldn't bring my drawings of butts. Because they said, Alica, even though there won't be children there, we have adults who will act like kids if exposed to your childish humor. Yeah, so they wouldn't let me. It's very unfair. But I have been thinking a great deal about researcher bias. I think I have the B in the eye tattooed on my ass cheeks here. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about researcher bias as I increasingly confront the fact that my own dissertation research in food, trade, and agricultural policy is exactly the kind of research you're supposed to ignore when you go online to do your own research. Yeah, the kind that's funded by the National Science Foundation and the Fulbright Commission. The kind that has over 500 interviews and takes over 5 years to analyze the data. This is why people think I'm crazy when I get up here and I say, I did my own research. USAID funds the whole world's food supply. They think I'm crazy. They're like, oh dear, did you do your own research online? I did my own research, but it's the kind you're supposed to ignore when you go online to do your own research. And people say, oh, Alica, but aren't you pansexual? Yeah. Look, I'm not going to tattoo a pan on my ass and give it any ideas what it should start to look like. Look, I've weighed the same for a long time, but I've recently undertaken a fitness regimen, a fitness program. 2 exercises. I think we can all guess what they are. Of course, first of all, roller skating naturally. And then secondly, of course, outrunning Trumpers in the street. Yes, but my ass, look, my ass used to be much nicer. This is the dark side of fitness that no one talks about. Sure, now I can run a couple blocks without getting winded. Now I'm slightly less likely to die of a heart attack. Literally, no one cares. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares about that. Yeah, I recently got on stage and I said, my ass is still all right, but that was a lie. It's a lie. The tragedy. So, yes, I don't think I'm going to have time this evening for my cocaine calculation. I'm very tired. This is hardly my best set. But I did, well, let's see. Should I go ahead with the cocaine calculation? I do a cocaine calculation. All right. Well, all right. So some fellow comic, he gave me some helpful advice, and then he said something to me. He said, Ailica, you write, it's like you write backwards, he says. You write backwards. And I said, what a tremendous compliment that you think that. But I don't even speak Arabic, let alone read and write it. Right? So, but, pardon? Did someone say something out there? All right. Well, so I have been doing some cocaine calculations. Look, I don't do drugs, but because I'm a big square, all right, inside the body of a relatively average-sized woman. So I don't personally do drugs, but I have witnessed cocaine. I did bartend for the better part of a decade, worked a long time in the service industry, so I have witnessed cocaine. And by my calculations here, 1 cocaine is equal to a bunch of dollars to the 10th power, right? So in other words, it's very expensive. 1 cocaine, very expensive. So the more cocaine you do, the less money you got in your pockets, right? Yes. So the board broke, and it occurred to me, for regular folk, cocaine will make you broke. Yes, but then I was doing this joke up in Cleveland, and a fellow, he used his mic time to follow me and say, he tried to blow up my whole set. He's like, oh, Ailica, that's stupid. Cocaine, it's record cheap right now. He said 1 cocaine right now costs $35 to $40. 1 cocaine only costs $35 to $40. Then Mr. Goody 220s, goes up to brag about how he has multiple tens of dollars a night to spend on entertainment. Yeah, Mr. Goody 220s. Oh, 1 cocaine, $35 to $40. That's not expensive. Well, I don't have multiple tens of dollars a night to spend on entertainment. I don't know who does in this economy. So that's pretty damn expensive to me. So I was explaining this, and a friend of mine, a comic up in Cleveland, TK, he said, oh, Ailica, I want to help you, you poor, naive white lady. I want to help you out. If 1 cocaine costs $35 to $40, that's not called 1 cocaine. That's called 1 meth, he said. That's called 1 meth. And the thing is, I feel like he would know, because at one time he was a cocaine connoisseur, you could say. Yes, and the government, they came down on him. They got all jealous. They said he was doing a better job selling intoxicants than they were. They said, we want to sell cigarettes and alcohol, and here you are doing a better job at selling intoxicating substances than we are. You have better hours, and you're more fun. And they got very upset, and they came down on him hard. And I think this is unfair, because what the government seemed to fail to realize is there's an additive effect, right? Because the more cocaine you do, the more you can stay awake to drink alcohol and smoke cigarettes. So, yes. So by my calculations here, again, I stand by this. Cocaine is very expensive. The more cocaine you do, the less money you got in your pocket. It's also been my observation that the more cocaine you do, the more you're concerned with dropping and losing your cocaine. Yes. So by my advanced calculations here, I estimate you have to be pretty goddamn rich to make a statement like this from RFK Jr. I used to do cocaine off of toilet seats, he said. Pretty rich to risk your precious cocaine on a toilet seat, right? What happens if you drop it in the water? Right? What are you going to do? You have literally only one choice, right? You got to drink the whole toilet bowl of water. Yeah. But you can't do that. The Coke straw is too short. And it's dangerous to drink that much water, right? Dangerous to drink that water. As we learned from that radio contest a few decades back. So my friend Jerry Grimes, another comedian, he was saying, Alika, you need to work into your joke somehow that if you're trying to drink the toilet bowl water, you could get hit on the head with the toilet lid and you could die. You could drown in there. And I'm like, oh, goodness gracious, Jerry, if there's a lid, shouldn't people be using the lid instead of the seat to do their cocaine? I'm like, maybe people need a whole pamphlet or poster. So I think I missed my calling as an old-timey ad guy, an old-timey advertisement guy. I always wanted to just, be a sloganeer. So I have here, of course, can't find a place to put a line in your face. The restroom has room. And I know what you're thinking. The bathroom has room, has a way better ring to it, I blew it. But you see here we have the toilet lid. It says, don't let the lid. It looks like a gravestone. It says, don't let the lid hit you in the head. You could end up dead. Instead, use that lid as a flat plane to contain your cocaine. And you see the Coke straws will tell you where it's safe to do your Coke, right? The no on the toilet seat. The yes here on the lid. The yes up here. Yeah. And it's impossible. Look, I've never done cocaine, so I think it's impossible for me to know what color it is. I assume it's just pink or whatever, but yeah. So I was doing this joke and I accidentally confused the lid and the seat when I was telling it. And this is like, one of these lady brain stuff, one of these, people who sit to pee things. Men are always like, oh, what do you want down, the lid or the seat? The lid or the seat, which is it? And I'd like to clear this up once and for all just right now, okay? The toilet lid. Okay, the seat is where you put your butt when you sit, right? The lid is there to contain fecal plumes. Like, so when you flush the toilet, a big fecal plume doesn't come out and you don't have to breathe it. Literally no one cares about the lid. No one cares about breathing in fecal plumes, okay? Who cares about that? I just don't want my ass in the water in the middle of the night, okay? Clearing that up. But yes, so moving on to the final part of my cocaine calculations here. So yes, when the board broke, all right, well, actually, Tyrone Gaines, he said to me, it's Tyrone the comic on Insta. He was telling me, I have a joke about how Erica Kirk is a woman with KKK right in her name. God, I said that was my joke, but it's not true. It's wrong to take credit for another comedian's work. I did not write that joke. Erica Kirk did. Yes, she's a woman with KKK right in her name, but I did not write that joke, so I cannot take credit. So Tyrone, he was saying, look, Erica, didn't realize, Charlie Kirk, that shortens to Chuck. So Chuck Kirk and Erica Kirk both have KKK right in their names. And yeah, but we didn't, I like to stress, we did not write those jokes. That was down to Charlie and Erica. So, but it did occur to me, Charlie is another name for cocaine. So is this why people think Erica Kirk did it? Do they think something broke in her and she went on thinking Chuck Kirk, Chuck Kirk, Chuck Kirk? Is that what happened? Yes, and people say, Alika, why is Erica Kirk so poorly and hastily drawn? And I say, I don't know. I don't do the woman's makeup. I have no idea. And then they say, Alika, why are Erica Kirk's eyes not crazy enough? Why are they not crazy enough up there? And I say, look, as an artist, to capture the look in a subject's eyes, you really have to sit down with the subject. Really sit down with them. And I have not personally met the demon that inhabits her flesh suit. So I just could not capture the look right. So I was doing this joke actually, and Alex, fellow was hosting at Cafe Bourbon Street the other night. He said it's really upset him when people would go do their coke in stalls and whatnot. And he said you should rather do it off a key because that's a social way to do it. So I was workshopping some more cocaine poster ideas here. So you can have, for example, okay, give a hoot, take care where you toot. And then, of course, be a social busy bee, snort coke off a key, never where you pee, never near where you pee. That's right. And even more telling that someone is a rich, insane, wealthy elite is that they risk someone else's cocaine on the toilet seat, right? So, you know, not just their own cocaine. The rich people are always risking everyone else's money too. So I know it. I'm working on it. These are just things I've just written. I went to an all new material open mic, so it's just have a list of these lovely things here. All right. Well, I will leave you with this. Pardon? What'd you say? I'd like to interact. Recently, I was heckled by a fellow who said, "Welcome to Earth. Welcome to Earth." And I was like, "Oh, shit. Are we still on Earth? Can someone confirm? Are we still on Earth right now?" You got the what? Sorry. Oh, well, I got the right people around. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, well, here's the thing. People say it's a big risk to get up here. Like, people say, oh, fentanyl could kill you. Well, here's the thing. I can pretty much guarantee if I put cocaine up my nose, it will kill me because it's cut with pills that contain corn. So basically, cornstarch is the basis of all medicine. The truth is, I have an amazing stalker. Massive maze stalks me at every turn. And I know people say, oh, Alica, looks like it's leafing you. Looks like it's leafing you there. I wish it would leave me. Leave me alone. But it won't. It won't, yeah. Well, thank you. Yes, well, people say things like, oh, it's a big risk to get up there on stage. A big risk to get up there on stage. I'll tell you what's a big risk. Washing your hand with a scented hand soap and touching your face afterwards. You could die. So after that, yeah, this doesn't seem like that big of a risk after all. All right, thank you very much for having me. It's humanecon or humanecon_AKS on Instagram. And yeah, I know it spells humanecon. I did not realize that when I wanted it to be human econ. But I'm okay with humane con because it's a hell of a lot better than the con we got going on right now in the economy. Thank you.
All right. And with that, that concludes our Phygital Nights for this Tuesday. Come back next week with Kirsten Kroc. We got Sam Gibbs. We also got Kayla Burgett. And, you know, maybe some fun open mic performers. We have a special guest for our podcast. Hopefully things can, you know, continue the way they are personally, so that we can make it happen. But stock and trade. If you're not familiar with stock and trade, check them out on Instagram, Facebook, I think TikTok. I don't know. I'm not a TikToker. I participate when I need to. And speaking of which, I just posted a sweet video of Farron, our bartender, early on Tuesdays, making a sweet old fashioned. So you should check that out on TikTok. Mainly because I don't post anything on TikTok ever. And I wanted to, you know, get the attention and clout from our TikTok famous performer who opened for us tonight. Cameron Steele. He has 250,000 fucking followers on TikTok. Like, that's a lot. And I really appreciate you. Come back and you'll probably headline sometime, you know, before you get to 1 million, because that would be way too expensive for me. But we appreciate everybody that participates in the showcases. We appreciate Chloe, the bartender, this evening. If you haven't tipped her, please do. If you feel like tipping her through the comments, I don't know how that's possible. But yeah, send me money and I'll give her the money. I don't know. We don't have an agreement, but whatever. We can make things happen. And if not, and you want to just come get a drink, are you working next Tuesday? Will you just come hang out with us next Tuesday? Well, Mr. Chloe, please watch the kid next week so that she can come back and enjoy the entertainment. That is Kirsten Kroc, Sam Gibbs, and Kayla Burgett, among other, open mic performers. Well, yeah, can we work on that? Can we work on that next week? I mean, you did a lot of things that. But can you turn around a sports car design in like a day? No, nobody can. Nobody can fucking do that. I mean, if I need a ring girl, you are probably the second person I'm going to call, Alico. The second person. I mean, I'm probably going to call my wife first just out of respect.
Even with my ass looking as it does, that means the world to me, man.
Thank you. And with that, I'm just gonna end this because we need to end the live stream. But real quick, because I'm narcissistic. Let's everybody yell my name real quick while we close out. So on the count of 3, when I say Buster, respond with Buster, please. 1, 2, 3, Buster!
What up, everybody? Let's go! Flipping through the packs, chasing down that 101, yeah. Searching for the grail till the morning sun comes. Buster! Hit that monster pull, an impossible play. Change the whole damn game in a major way. We hit that monster pull, an impossible play. Change the whole damn game in a major way. Whoa!